name to Jamie from what I had named her, which was my grandma's name, Jenny, which is a fine name. My grandma was a fine woman, and I wanted to name her after somebody important to me, somebody important to this world that was an amazing person, a healer, a nurse, somebody that worked hard and raised multiple grandkids that weren't even her responsibility. And when she wanted to go by Jamie, I started calling her Jamie. But I just don't believe that you can change your gender, and I don't believe there is this third gender of non-binary or they, them, or whatever. I just don't believe it. So I believe that if this is the premise of which I get my kids taken from me because I won't agree to this third gender thing, that's a violation of my rights. It's my First Amendment right. It's everything I've ever believed in. I'm not going to be bullied. That's bullshit. I don't want to teach my kids it's okay to bully people. I also don't want my kids to believe that it's okay to cave into peer pressure. I want them to stand on their own 2 feet. I don't want them to follow the crowd. So, if someone's bullying them or pushing some belief on them and they're going to face consequences if they don't believe that way, I don't want them just to change who they are, what they believe, to fit in. I've never been that way, and I don't want that for my kids. That's a weak position in life, to fit in this world, in this way where you're following the crowd. So that's all I got to say. This parental alienation is getting awful, and many millions of people have to go through it. And I honestly think it's a form of abuse. In fact, it's classified that in most definitions, where one parent teaches the other parent to hate their other parent. And I think that when you do that, when one parent teaches their kid to hate the other parent, what that does is lowers the kid's self-esteem, because what they're doing is they're hating a part of themselves too. Because that parent has influenced their lives, and that parent has imprinted on that child. And when that child is taught to hate the other parent, they're also taught to hate a part of themselves too. It's tragic. I think it should be outlawed.